Okay, we are back. The clock has played its song and we are all in a good place. So we were discussing the trials and tribulations of shopping for affordable quality plus size swimwear. Excuse me. Now, though a lot of places have finally jumped on the bandwagon, these retailers, not all of them necessarily understand how to craft items for a plus size woman. A lot of places, they just make their regular straight sizes larger. Doesn't necessarily work on lots of us. So the first place that I want to talk about about shopping at is Walmart. And you're probably thinking, Walmart, really? Like, seriously? And that's what I would have thought up until a few years ago. I had mentioned to my friend's mother about how I had struggled to find what I thought was the perfect swim bottom, which I still have the same opinion on it. And that is something that is not only high-waisted, but it's also shorts. I had found that is very difficult to find. Excuse me. I find that it's either high-waisted or it's shorts, but you never find both. So in order to get the type of look and comfort that I want, I would have to layer, and I really don't want to do that. She mentioned to me shortly after that she had thought she had seen that particular type of bottom at Walmart. So I was like, okay, well, whatever, we'll go take a look. And I was really surprised to find that actually they did have what I was looking for, and that turned out to be one of my go-to staple pieces when it comes to swim bottoms. We're going to talk about that a little bit later, though. But ever since then, I've had pretty good luck shopping for plus-size swimwear at Walmart. This time, not so much. I got there, and while they did have swimwear out, it was very, very sparse. It looked like the only plus-size stuff they had out was from last year. There were a lot of spaces, like they were waiting for stuff to arrive to fill it in. So we're going to have to revisit Walmart. In the meantime, I do want to caution you about what I have found from Walmart is that the consistency from one store to the next, there is none. So I have found that one store may have a really, really great variety of stuff and sizes. The next store will have next to nothing. So if you finish watching this and you're all inspired and you go to your local Walmart and you find that they have next to nothing, don't get down just yet. Don't feel upset. Go to another one and another one and another one until you find the one that will be your go-to, because the consistency is only within the store. So I found that the couple of stores that I found that have really good varieties always have really good varieties, and the ones that have nothing always have nothing. So find the one that you like that has the stuff that you're looking for, and always go to that one. So the second place that I went to was Target. Now, this is the third year that I have been swimwear shopping at Target. Last year was the first time that I actually found something that I liked, that fit me, that I was successful. And after having looked there the first year, trying things on, nothing fit. I had no intentions of going back there. But I came across an article of a plus-size girl who went to Target and shopped for swimwear and found things that fit her. So I was a little inspired. I was like, okay, let's see. So I'm poking around on their website, and I found that they had launched this campaign about how they were now offering plus-size swimwear. In fact, they had well-known plus-size models like Marquita Prang in their swimwear. And her size is very similar to mine. So I was like, okay, there's a picture of her wearing their swimwear. I can go there, I can find something. So I went there, and I did find a top and a bottom, and it turned out to be my favorite two pieces that I have that I probably wear the most. So when I started this experiment, I was like, I definitely want to include Target because I was successful there last year. So I went into Target, and and I actually filmed, but I'm not going to show that because it's really amateurish, because I'm no frills. Like, I'm my own camera person, and it's really hard to do a review in the store and, first of all, hold my phone to film while I'm going through racks, and second of all, to like film and not have people looking at you like, what the heck is the matter with her? So, not that I care what other people think, but I don't want to deal with it. So anyways, I'm just going to go through my experiences with you. So I got in there, and there was a pretty good variety. Lots of color. Took up a lot of floor space. Last year, when I went to Target, I remember seeing a lot of marketing with plus size models on it in the Target swimwear, and I felt a little bit more welcome, to be honest, than I normally would. And because I feel like everything in there is just so small that anybody who sees me in there is like, really? You know what I mean? But this year there was none of that. There was no marketing with plus size women. In fact, there really wasn't any marketing at all, so I don't know if maybe they just haven't gotten it in yet. But whatever. So I'm looking around, and I'm pretty excited to see that a lot of the tops come in bra sizes, and that makes me excited, because as somebody who has a larger chest and a smaller rib cage, sizes that go by small, medium, large, extra large, 1X, 2X generally don't work for me, because I need to size up because of my chest, but then everything else doesn't fit right. So I was pretty excited. The size that I have that I purchased last year is, I think it was like a 38D. So I picked up 4 different styles, one being the exact same style and size as the one that I already purchased. I was excited that they actually did have something in a 38 triple D. It wouldn't have been my go-to color or anything, but I wanted to try it on just for the sizing. And I grabbed a bunch of bottoms, including the one that I already own. I headed off to the fitting room. When it came to trying on the tops, I found that the only one that fit me correctly was the exact same one that I already have. And I'm going to show that in a later post where I actually go through all of the swimwear that I have and show you where it's from and everything, and talk about the pros and cons. Maybe I'll film that later today. We'll see. But this has to happen first. So the one top that I was super excited about them having my actual correct size, I put it on and it had no support whatsoever. I was very disappointed. I found that the only tops that really fit me were ones that had lace up and tie backs. The one that I did try to try on that had an actual, like, just a clasp in the back, I couldn't even get it on. It said 38, and I measure about 35, 36 in the rib cage, and I could not even get it closed. I wish I had brought a tape measure with me, because I would love to have seen what it actually came out to. In fact, I'll probably start carrying one in the future just so we can report back. But so that was a no-go. Bottoms, again, the largest size bottom that they had available was an extra large. And yes, it did fit me. The one that I wound up going with was the exact same one that I had picked out last year, and I will show that to you guys in another post. But some of the bottoms, it was, again, what I have already talked about, how they the straight size in a larger size. Like, no, I can't imagine that any plus size or even any straight size woman would want to wear some of these things that they had. So, was I successful in finding something I liked that, let's see, let's go through my criteria. Did I like what I picked out? Yes, I did like it. Was I able to get an entire outfit that went together? Yes, I was. I was able to find a top and a bottom. I didn't purchase them because they're the exact same ones that I already have, but I could have purchased them because they did fit. It was supportive. It was functional. Was it under $50? No, that's where we went wrong. Target swimwear tends to be a little bit pricier than what I like to spend. However, I only went over budget by about $5, so that's not a break the bank type situation. So for the most part, I did succeed. Also, Target often runs a buy one get one half on their swimwear. They weren't running that promotion when I went, but had they been, I would have succeeded completely because I would have gotten what I wanted to purchase under budget. So that's me. Size 18, extra large, 38 double D. I was able to find something that fit all my criteria. So I was so excited about that I was like, oh, I got to go home. I got to post about this and everything. And I got home and I realized I didn't really look to see what actual plus stuff they had. So a couple of days later, I find myself back at the same Target and I'm like, okay, I'm going to take a minute. I'm going to go, I want to see what they have. They had one 4-way, which is a standalone, a 4-way is a standalone fixture that has 4 bars that can hold merchandise, 4 face-out bars. It was mostly bottoms, and it was really, really piecemeal. Like, there wasn't a size run of anything. I think it was pretty much just what was left over from last year or maybe returned from online, and it was nothing that I would ever even pick up. A lot of them had really weird cutouts that I wouldn't feel comfortable wearing that. It was mostly those bottoms. There were a couple of tops. One I think was navy blue. The other one was black. Didn't look like they would have a whole lot of support. Just not good. Very disappointed. Very disappointed, Target. You need to do better. So I came home and I looked online. And I am not one who likes to online shop very much because, again, you need to try things on. You really do. So let me bring this up on my iPad because I wanted to see what Target had in terms of plus size stuff online. First thing I did when I went to their website is I went and I found the pieces that I had tried on because I wanted to see if they were maybe available online in different sizes. No, sorry. Sucks. Okay, so then the next thing I did was I went and I typed in plus size swimwear. So I have that up here, and let's see how much. There is a pretty good variety. Let's see, how many pages do we have? I think 9 pages. So, and 24 per page. So let's take a look and see what they have. Now the first thing that I want to do is I want to look for something that I like. So stay with me, guys, because my iPad is not in the best shape, so it's not moving fast enough for me. Okay, so here's this. It is by Exhilaration. Let's see. The sizes 18W to 26W. It says view all 7. No, 14W to 26W. Okay. The model is wearing a 1X16 and is 5'10". That's nice that they tell you that. However, let's look at the size chart because this is where okay, so you click on the size chart and this is where you are directed to complete the set with the bottom. So there is no size chart. They only make you think there is. So that's a little disheartening because I want to know how that fits. So, I mean, that particular piece doesn't look like it would be very supportive, and my iPad is being stupid again. So let's see what else they have here. So Exhilaration, that's the one. We know that brand comes in plus size. This just says women's plus size underwear bikini. Oh, it's Exhilaration again. So that's not going to be very helpful for us. Now, the reason that I want to look at the size charts is because you don't know if they are, oh my gosh, this iPad, if they are junior sizes or women's sizing. And there's a huge difference. So my iPad is really being stupid right now, and if you know me, I have no freaking patience for this. So I might have to go without looking at stuff here and just tell you. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I had planned on actually showing pieces, but because my iPad is just being so much of a pain, we're just gonna talk about what I've already seen. So I went on there and I found that brand, Exhilaration, it doesn't even have a size chart. There was another brand that I can't even remember what it was. I was excited to see that it went up to a 3X. I was like, oh, 3X, that's pretty cool. Look at the size chart. And to find that I fall in the larger end of the 3X, which is a little unsettling because normally I'm in between a 1X and a 2X. I mean, sizing for me, I know that it's just a number, but still sometimes it's hard not to get hung up on the labels. But excuse me. I looked at the size chart, and so I'm like, okay, well, if I'm a 3X, what is a 1X? And I look, and the waist size is like 30 inches. Now, even at my smallest, when I was a size 14, I don't ever remember having a 30-inch waist. So I can only imagine that somebody who would fall into that size category probably wears a 10 or a 12. Now, this is where I get this infuriates me, because they're all about size inclusive and everything, but when you look at their sizing chart, it's not size inclusive. It's not at all. And what happens with this poor girl who wants this bathing suit, and she normally wears a size 10, 12, which is what, like a medium or a large, and she has to buy a 1X. This is how eating disorders get started. Like this, retailers, I don't know what's wrong with you. Are there no plus size people in the retail world that make clothes that understand this? Because this is just it makes me so mad. So anyways, continue to look at the stuff Target online. I didn't really find anything that looked like it would fit all of my qualifications and be supportive. And again, not being able to try it on is really, really a downside for me. So in terms of plus size swimwear shopping at Target, I am going to give it a thumbs down, because while I was able to be successful and find something there for myself, they didn't have, if I were any bigger than the size that I am, I wouldn't have found nothing at all. And I probably would have been really upset when I left. So, and I mean, we've all been there. So Target, unless you fall into the same in-between category as me, not really an option. And even online, kind of disappointing. So Target, you need to do better. Do better. Plus size women are out there, and we want swimwear, and we have money, we will pay for it, but you have to put it out there for us. You have to make it so we can buy it, and it has to be available in the store so we can try it on. So just do better, Target, okay? Do better. So thus I'm wrapping up the first part 1 or part 1A, whatever, of my series of the trials and tribulations of shopping for affordable quality plus size swimwear. So if you have comments, concerns, please leave them. I'd love to hear your feelings. If you agree with me, if you don't agree with me, things you have to say, things that I missed. Did I help you out at all? I'm sure that I'm going to get comments from haters. I'm not even acknowledging them. not even acknowledging them. I'm just going to delete them. So don't feel like you need to defend me or defend us as a group of plus size women by, you know, telling them how horrible they are or whatever, because I'm just going to delete it when I see it. So haters, you're not even going to be heard. Sorry. I'm sure there's some kind of support group out there for you guys. But anyways, if you are feeling inspired by me posting these videos, go out, do the same thing. Let me know how you do, where you go. If you're in the Buffalo area and you would like to go with me, I would love to have someone come with me to or even just to sit and talk about it. Or even if you're not plus size, I would love to have you come with me. I was mentioning to a coworker the other day about how I was going to do this video, and she's like, it's not just plus size women who have trouble finding swimwear. I was like, you know what? You're right. So I think that would be fun to have somebody who's completely different body shape and type than me go with me and see like what we can find and what we can't find, and what our issues are, and just like sit and talk about it. So again, if you're in the Buffalo area and you want to do that, give me a shout out here or wherever or whatever. So until then, peace out, guys. Hopefully I have helped you, and I'll see you soon.